Right, howdy people. Let me just turn down the music a little bit. Right, how is everyone doing? And welcome to a relaxing lunchtime live with yours truly. Oh, there we go. Right, first off, is the sound okay? Picture okay? And is the music too loud? And then I will get into I can change it, hold on. Let me just change it. There we go. Turn it down. Right, there we go. Right, the reason why I've put music there is because I am doing a bit of scroll saw. Right, so what I'm doing today, oh, you can see it, no, right, is a bit of, I don't know what you call it, I don't know if it'd be like a retro or a sort of like, I used to play that. So, what I've got, can anyone guess what it is? Oh, goddamn batteries. Right, hold up, 2 seconds, goddamn batteries again. Need to get some better batteries. Right, if you're wondering why I've got the music playing, like I said, I think I've said it, I can't remember. It's basically, because I'm doing scroll saw, the scroll saw is loud. So when I start, I'm going to put myself on mute, and you're going to be able to see me cut it out. and listen to the music, because I don't. People want to hear the droning of the band. So right, let me do. Yeah, Bubble Bobble. I used to play it a hell of a lot. Right, let me do the shouting. So we got howdy Andy, howdy Mike, howdy Scott, howdy Mark, howdy CEO of the Fingers Club, howdy Dale, howdy Anna, and I believe that is everybody for now, unless I've missed anybody. And howdy to anybody who might be listening in the background. So, yes, I am doing Bubble Bobble on Scroll Saw. I've already coloured the backing board for it. I've had to use one of my scrap pieces. Well, I spray painted it, so it ain't too bad. So, shall we get into it and get on to a bit of scroll sawing? It probably is not going to be that good, you know, it's me on the scroll saw, so you will have to bear with me. And yes, I'm going to be using straight blades again, mainly for a bit more practice. It's come up a hell of a lot more. Yeah, there we go. So, right, you can see I've got two cameras. So I've got this one for, you know, different angle, and then this one. So I'll move it down. Right, and I don't know how long this is actually going to take me, but we'll get it. We'll get there. This is a bit of the thick plywood, so which one are we in? Yeah. No. Oh. Oh Jesus, come on. Right. There we go. Got there in the end. So I will try my best to keep an eye on chat. But I will stop now and again to have a look. Right, let me just move that down. Need to get a better way of doing it. So, right, are we all ready to watch me murder another piece of plywood? Nah, I'm good. I won't be able to hear it, to be honest, because Dale offered to be earworm as well, but because of the scroll saw, I wouldn't be able to hear anything. Hey Thrifty. Right, that'll do. Yeah. So, right, I'm going to put myself on mute and we'll get into it. Right, how are we doing? Oh, Eddie, Steve. Right, what do people think so far? I know it's only a little bit of a cut so far, but... Oh, bye Mark. Oh, Eddie Snake. Right, I'm thinking about it now. Right, does anybody want to be an earworm? And I'll just set it up really quick. Because I'm sitting here and I'm feeling like I'm ignoring chat. So I will take advantage of having an earworm. But unfortunately I'm going to have to do it through my phone. So nobody's going to be able to hear the earworm. If I can find... There they are. I got a feeling now. Alright, 2 seconds. Hello. Yeah, I can hear you. Right, it's only going to be me that'll be able to hear you though, so. Because I've got 2 cameras on. And I know Facebook don't like having 2 cameras used. Yeah. It's through Facebook at the moment. But I could probably get rid of one of the cameras and actually, yeah, 2 seconds. Let me just get rid of one of the cameras and I'll put it through StreamYard so people can hear you as well. Right, 2 seconds. It's sort of changed to this. I don't know what's going on with it. Right, I'll just send you an invite. 2 seconds. Okie dokie. Right, talk to you in a bit. More wires. I've got to see where this is plugged in. It's plugged in here. Let's get rid of that one. Let's get that one plugged in. Howdy. Hello. Yeah, it's because I'm all good. The one camera is. Oh, let's go. Oh, there we go. And there we go. We've got Scott as well. Right. Yeah, it's according to OBS is not letting go of the other camera. Yeah, it's on. Right, let me just get rid of it. So there we go. Right. Yeah, the little git. No, not yet. Give him time. Right, can you guys still hear me? Oh, well, that ain't muted. I was testing the headset because it's got a mute button on it, but it would help if I was actually using the microphone. It's all good. Right, if this gets too... Well, actually, I'll just mute myself on StreamYard because I know for a fact this is going to be too noisy. No. Because, watch. That is, yeah. I need to invest in a new... There we go. It won't really matter where you are in the camera because no one can see you. Yeah. No, it's because I'm using OBS to stream, and I've just popped up StreamYard for the voice. So let me just pop back to YouTube. So right, what am I doing? What am I doing? Yes, I am cutting the little mistake I did out. Right, let me just mute a second. Which one am I going to mute from? I've got to mute from both. No, you'll still be able to hear me on here.
that's an interesting view. What's that?
I'm doing a Stuart Farini.
Ooh,
I'm colouring a bit of wood.
splendid.
Just
Swiss
playing.
onions?
Just playing.
Chestnut.
So there's, what is on there? There is. No, these are cheap things off eBay.
I'm a fan of a
Artiste,
cheap thing off of eBay.
artiste something or other. But I'm gonna put some chestnut iridescence on there in a minute. So
Cool.
bit of playing.
I'm doing a bit of staining. Something that's been sitting around for a bit. Just want to get it stained up a little bit darker and then start to glue up. So Saturdays tend to be whatever I did last week. I'll get saved up to Saturday and then I've got to glue it up and pour the resin and all that. Make the
Oh,
frames. Yada yada.
hi, Cuz. Cuz has just joined.
Ooh, I'm not seeing any live comments down the side here. I might need
Dylan's
a
got.
thing.
I don't know whether Nick.
OBS, you won't see anything because, like I said, it's just purely for the voice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you'll have to.
Hey,
I'll do that.
saying that me and Dale are quiet.
The,
Okay.
the what?
Can't hear our voices. You can't see us.
No, just the voices.
Ooh,
Yes.
cool.
Steve SK is saying that me and Dale are quiet.
Yeah, that's
Doesn't
my
that can't
fault
be true.
because I turned it down for the music and forgot to turn you back up.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Scotty had a little lamb. The doctors were astounded, but thankfully works for the NHS, so gynecologists surrounded.
What? Who's Who's Scott. No.
Mary had a little lamb.
There you go. I'll do your coffee now
Hello.
while we do his buzz. Right. Oh, God.
Oh, have I ruined it? I don't know.
There we go in the chat.
Right.
Captain
Claire.
Cuz.
I'll put myself back on mute and carry on.
Hello, Steve. Hello, Claire. Hello, Joy. It's not Captain Cuz. He hasn't got the facial hair for yet. So it's got to be, where is he? He was private a couple of weeks back. Corporal last week. What do you reckon? Sergeant? Sergeant Cuz?
Sergeant Cuz. No, it
Sergeant
hasn't got the same ring as Captain Cuz,
doesn't
has
really, doesn't it?
it? Nah.
Yeah. It's not got the same thing going on.
Who's
What
Nick
do we
McPants?
reckon? I don't know. I can't think of any other ranks.
Hiya, Joy. Dunno. Can't have colour sergeant no more. It's not politically correct.
Really?
Yeah.
I want to believe that to be not true.
No.
I'm choosing to believe it's not true.
They're now staff sergeants.
Are they really? I'm very impressed with the stupidity that emerges in this country.
I was a colour sergeant when I was a cadet.
I would imagine you were, so.
Not for long. I got busted back down again.
All the best folks do. Up and down, up and down.
I was a naughty boy.
A lad working with me went all the way out to, come all the way up, went up through the ranks to about 26 and I went to Sandhurst. An enlisted guy going to Sandhurst. You can imagine how that went.
I wasn't brainy enough for Sandhurst. But then I never joined like I was going to, so.
Yeah, he didn't either, but he's just one of those people that are wired up that way.
I was going to, but when we left school, my best mate went, I'm joining the infantry. I went, crack on, son. I'm going to join the Royal Corps of Signals because I'll come out as a HGV Class 2 and an electrician. So I went off to college. He went off and joined. And 2 years he found. So I went, you know what? That ain't for me.
We'll go out in the chat. Conversation works. Cuz is suggesting that cowboy works. Cowboy cuz.
Cowboy
Well,
cuz.
then again, as he says himself, people might take offense to that. You know, he's suggesting about his work. Perhaps. Don't know. Hi, Clive. How are you, sir? Did I hear right last night that you come up clear and you're heading back?
Yes, back Monday.
Good man. Looking forward to it.
Yes and no. Yeah, looking forward to getting back out on the front line, being working again. But obviously the whole situation's just really scary. So,
Yeah.
but it is what it is. Pink
Calling
or
from
Charisse?
Pink or Charisse? Charisse. I
Yeah,
have
Charisse.
cut out quick. The cops asked me to wait. They said they might have more questions for me. I've missed the start of this, Joy.
Oh, what's going on?
What's going on?
Didn't she have someone in the chat last night had the police next door? I don't know
Yeah?
if that was Joy. Yeah. I was playing with my photo studio and picturing the birdhouse and the cannon.
Looks very good. Shots are good. Well, I remember. Saw that today. Very
Everyone
pretty,
wants,
sir. Very pretty.
everyone wants the birdhouse, but they've all been told no.
I want a cannon. Bugger the birdhouse.
I can make you another cannon, though.
Do you know what? What might be fun is when this all comes down, come round, we'll do a bit of making on camera. We'll do a cannon. We'll do a cannon and some stuff.
Sounds
I mean, we're
good.
practically neighbours in the grand scheme of things compared to some of the folks.
I probably drive past your house most days on the way to work, so
You do, sir.
it's not a
Or
problem.
possibly and drive past it the other way with the twos and blues on. Well, perhaps not.
No, it's not quite in our area. That's Seacam, but everything's up in the air at the moment. So
Yeah.
I might be working with a fireman. That's the scary bit.
As long as he's not starting them, I'll be all right.
We'll be all right for a crash, won't we? A
No,
fireman
no,
and a
mate. You
paramedic.
don't put the guy over your shoulder. You put him in the stretcher. Sorry, you put him in the stretcher. Don't put him over your shoulder.
Got to carry him down the stairs. That's your job, mate. SK, my neighbour has just come out of quarantine and he's on an NHS ambulance too. That's good. That's good. Yeah, I want to get back. My crewmate, we had some good news that was on ventilator is now off ventilator.
Good.
So
That's excellent news. It's
that's
a, it's. I mean, what's the person? I mean, should we give that person a shout out?
I won't at the moment, but he is a Croydon paramedic.
Okay, good. Let's hope he's all right.
Yeah, it's just going to cost us a fortune in beer.
Woohoo!
The birdhouse looks awesome. Cheers, cuz. It looks that awesome. I photographed it last night, and I was making space to put the bowl in that Stace has made me. And I went, no, that's not going outside. So it's now in the display cabinet. So I've got 3 more to make.
I'm trying desperately to think who did that little birdhouse in your soul song.
I was trying to remember this morning. So I put a video on my Instagram story, my Facebook story. That's why I went for Rockin' Robin in the end.
Yeah. What, B-52s, maybe? No.
Hang on. Let's ask the power of Google.
All right. Birdhouse in your soul. Who was that? REM, B-52s. Who was it? It's that kind of style of group. What we need here's a Joy.
I don't think it was REM.
No, I don't think it was REM. I have a B-52s feel. Don't know why. My neighbour's out playing with a dog. That's a good sign. Let's shout out all NHS workers. I agree.
It's not just the NHS workers, though. I know we're getting a lot of hype and it's really appreciated.
Supermarket folks, delivery folks.
All key workers that are out there.
Yep. Shout out Mr. Sneaks, young Clive. He is out there too. Bringing all the stuff that we need.
What does Clive do? I know he's a key worker, but
Clive, what's your profession, sir?
I just see him with an empty van on all his posts collecting free wood. I think lucky man. I couldn't get away with putting it in an ambulance.
The bloody party blower, says Stace. Not sure what that means.
Oh, it sounds. It's George's
Joy.
birthday today.
Joy. Is it? Couldn't have told you that.
Yeah.
What is me being Scottish? Couldn't have told you.
Just one more reason for me to get my farm. It is violent here. Oh, what's going on? I was the only other person to see anything because
Gunshots.
gunshots.
Gunshots. She says.
Oh.
A bit further up.
Oh. I'm trying to find this birdhouse in your soul song. Oh, I
Alexa,
can hear it.
birdhouse in your soul. Oh, that's because I said it in Scottish. Alexa, play Birdhouse in Your Soul. It might be Giants. Alexa, stop. Stop. We don't
Dale,
want
can
any...
you say 11?
Sorry?
Can you say 11?
I can do say 11. I actually know one of those two comedians. He's an absolute hilarious. See the little bald fella?
Yep.
He's really funny. My brother and me hung out in the pub one night.
One of our mates is Scottish, and we just keep taking the mick out of Eric. Every time we see him, we go 11.
Yeah. Maybe you get. I mean, a lot of folk down this part of the world can't get anything from. You can order plenty of stuff from the north, but you can't get anything from the south. You know, Alexis Tesla goes, "Where? Where is the south you speaking?" You know, can't get anything. Can't get anything south of the river if you come from down there. He says, "Where is this place?" No, where do you live from? You don't live in South Croydon. You live in South Croydon, don't you?
Cuz has just got it right. To be honest, everyone who's keeping things going deserves a clap.
Yes.
Apart from the banks. And you've
I
just
don't
started
know.
his Alexa as well.
I don't know. I reckon the banks are going to keep us all going for a bit. They've dropped all that interest rates. Cash flowing around like water right now. We'll pay for it sooner or later, though.
I know someone put up, was it yesterday? A litre of petrol, £1 2p. I was like,
Yep.
where?
Yep. Yep. Brent
Obviously,
crude's falling through the floor right now. Doesn't affect me. I've got a car that's half electric, so.
I've got a diesel car.
I've lost a lid for this yellow. Poison buffoon. Where'd you drop her? Oh, yeah. There she is. What we got going on? Dale, my Alexa just started up. Sorry, cuz. Well, let's do that kind of thing. Alexa, what time is it?
You need to see if you can get Cuz's Alexa to fart.
Let's just try over here. Alexa, make a farting noise.
You can have hours of fun with that. Would you like a long, squishy fart?
Alexa, stop.
Have you not done the farting with your Alexa yet?
No, I have done, but I just have this vision. Just have this vision of so many Alexas all erupting with a. Nick, could you move the camera down a bit? We can't really see what you're cutting, mate. At least if that's the camera we see, that's it. Oil prices have fallen massively, partly because of Saudi's increasing supply. No, nobody's using it.
So I can't remember the last time I put any fuel or bought any fuel.
Yeah. Good in some respects, bad in others. Stay says, make the Amazon device play the Crazy Frog. We're gonna have. Obviously, that might be a copyright strike if I say it. Might. Oh no, they can't. Folks can hear it. Yeah, so I can't do that. We might get a copyright strike. Don't want to do that.
They like taking Nick down.
Yeah. We don't want to do that. We don't want any copyright strikes. I had to change the tuna mine a couple of weeks back. because they get a strike.
Oh no.
Well, someone made a claim. They made a copyright claim. I thought, I have none of that.
Have you
I'm
seen
never
any
going
of
to make any
Stuart
money on that.
Freeney's
I'm
videos?
damn sure they're not. Sorry, mate.
Have you seen any of Stuart Freeney's videos?
Yes, I've
You know where he
watched
goes,
Stuart Farini live. Hey, Daddy,
Just-
sorry.
I've been down and spent the day with him because he's a member of our club.
Yeah, is he really?
Yeah. But you know where you just go one too many?
Uh-huh.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It's a
Oh.
bit of wood. You can take it off.
Let's do this one. Hey, Google, play farting noises. You know this is going to become a thing. I can see us doing this again. Hey, Google, do you love me?
It's Siri. It's Siri, innit? If you ask Siri why a fire engine's red or something, it's like
I don't know,
rushing
I
around.
don't know that one. Go on.
You have, if you've got a like Apple device, ask Siri why a fire engine's red.
No, I don't. Can't get behind the whole Appleization.
It's just like it's rushing around and Russians this and Russians red and this is it just goes on for ages.
She's mad. She has her days, but she's mad as a rule. She's like some crazy, crazy individual. I'm sure I used to work with someone like her.
Only Apple device I've got is the work iPad.
Yeah. I hate them.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan.
Too expensive, too controlled. I use Apple devices for our field guys that are laying the fibre. We
Yep.
get hassled running fibre to Nightingale.
Yeah?
Yeah. A couple of our lads, some crazy women comes climbing up, accusing them of doing 5G installation. And they go, no, we'll put fibre in. Apparently it's the thing. Are you okay, Joy? I mean, there was no, the cops weren't giving you, you okay? Heating oil, 1,000 litres, dropped 169 in the last week. Well, there's no need for a Mad Max moment then, is there? Time for a Jaffa cake.
I've not got any in the workshop.
I made a picture with one of the tins. It's a bit of fun. I'll keep all mine in there. Usually.
I've bought the tin out here to do something with. Bear with me 30 seconds actually, Dale. I'm just gonna run and grab some.
That's moved up again, Nick. I think. Oh, angled. Cool, mate. Hello, Larry. How are you? Stace makes Samsung all the way. I agree with you, Stace. Apple, you only have to sneeze in the break. Not sure about that. They are a bit for flimsy. It's very, very good if you want to bend them. Dale, I'm surprised you don't have an open source like Phil from Darkstar. Well, there's a couple. You see, I have this thing. I mean, I work in IT, right? And one of the great things you learn in IT is if you're into it for a hobby, then you can burn the time. But when you want to make a call, the last thing you want to do is having to reboot your phone and tinker with your phone and muck around with your phone. You just want it to work. As Scott said, it's kind of the 11 moment. 11! Just
11!
Just for the phone.
Dale,
Wanna
can you see
go
my
to floor We want to go to floor 11. You bastard.
Can you see my camera, Dale?
Can, sir. Oh, love it. Love it.
It's
Love
yours.
it. Oh, definitely. Thank you very much, sir.
I saw it and I thought I've got to get that for Dale.
That's got to go up in the workshop somewhere.
Keep calm, love Jaffa Cakes.
See what you guys get me into. Here I was, just minding my own business, waiting for the live stream to start, and bang, she's blaming us. How do we feel about that, folks? The accusations being leveled, we probably have some complicity. Better on some days, and not so good others. Oh, wow, mate. You hope you're okay. I'll stick with LG myself, says Joy. It's another good shout. It is indeed another good shout. I've decided that I've been staining some wood here to try and make it look a bit golden. Ain't gonna work. Just gonna decide this is getting hit with spray paint. As you do. Oh, hello, that sounds like a fact.
No, it's my Theresa May hairdryer.
Theresa May hairdryer.
That's what it says on the side of it. Oh no, Theresa May.
I can see what you did there. Okay. Spot of gold.
How's Nick getting on there?
Nick is doing a blade change. He must be doing another pilot hole. Oops, that was very loud.
See, I can never say that other word, cuz. His phone is a Samsung and his tablet is Huawei.
Huawei.
Huawei. Oh yeah.
Huawei.
No, I had I must have tensioned it a bit too tight and snap.
That's not good.
Well, the other one I did, the chocobo thing I didn't snap a single blade. But
Fatigue can do it, mate. Just age.
I think it might have been because the little baby chocobo that I did was only like thin ply. But this one's a lot thicker. And plus I need a better scroll saw.
Everyone needs a better scroll, so that would be my advice.
Well, this one seems to sort of shake itself loose. So all the tension that I've put on the blade, it comes off.
I've got a Titan one that I haven't used for years. That's buried. I want to get out and have a go with.
Yeah. I mean, my first one was a 9 hill. It was absolutely terrible.
No, Stacey's challenging me. It's easy, Stacey. It's cephalaxin.
Right, let's get back to me mute and then I'll carry on if this one don't snap.
I love the way people say drugs names. Makes me chuckle sometimes.
My favourite word, the maddest chemical compound I know, is sulfosuccinated undecylinic monoalkylylamide.
Okay. What's that for?
That's for the active ingredient in Vosine in most shampoos.
That's one of those pub quiz answers.
It totally is. Oh, I know this one.
What should you put? Cephalaxin. No, it's cephalaxin.
My phone is a Samsung. My tablet is a Huawei.
I don't know if I've gone too far.
I'm just kidding, Tree Mouse, but thanks anyway, love. I had an Alexa and Google speaker planned as a project. Then Sonos released the Sonos one, which did everything I wanted, so I bought that. No.
I I want to put some speakers in the workshop, so I don't have to wear the headset all the time.
I bought I bought a little Bluetooth kit for about 20 quid. You just pair your phone with it.
That's an idea. I've got
You know, they're
Bluetooth speakers
cheap.
somewhere.
Yeah, just some cheap speakers. I mean, the kit was about, I don't know, 30 quid. 2 speakers you needed to ceiling mount. I made a
Yep.
box of them, mounted them on the wall. And then you just pair your phone with it, or you plug the little ampy thing into the PC.
Yeah, it's just like when I'm watching and I'm not earworming, I can have it on rather than
Yeah.
coming out the laptop.
Up until Nick sent the StreamYard link through, I was listening to Spotify. I need to change the time on the clock in here. Just
I'm gonna
realised
make-
it's.
I want to make a clock for in here.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Mechanisms are pretty cheap.
Yeah, I've got loads of clock kits. I was toying on the bit of pyro that Stace did me, turning that into a clock, but I don't want to ruin it. So
It's a good shout. Depends. Gentle hole in the corner.
I might just, I don't know. It's one of the projects I've got planned is a skeleton clock. I bought a kit ages ago. I want to turn. So when I do lives, I want to do little fun projects.
I did a clock, I don't know, June, July last year. It's a recess clock, so it follows the contours of the form. It's a flowing kind of bow-less. I was going to say it's a bow-less form, but it's not. It's more of a flowing form that you bend the hands to follow the contour.
Yep.
So they sweep round over it. So that one was a depressed, a concave. I quite fancy doing a convex one at some point. With the hands bent so they sweep around the surface of the convex object.
Yep. Some of the clocks that Sneaks has been doing have been quite cool.
Yes. Very much the clockmaker. Bob. Oh, there's an awful lot of just do it, Scott. Blast them speakers, says Stacy. Oops, sorry, Stace. More gold in these pieces.
I can't wait for McDonald's to reopen. I'm running out of little paint pots.
What else do you use for them? There.
The little ketchup things.
Really?
Yeah. We always grab loads extra when we go in there. I got it off who did it? Someone did it at the Chestnut Weekender last year. And I thought that's a brilliant idea.
Should have done this, but.
So what's tomorrow? Tomorrow's V for Vendetta.
Yeah, so it's a bit of wall art using scroll saw and some spray paint art.
Joey's back.
Checking it.
Hope you're okay,
What?
Joey.
It's one of those ones where you just think, I've sat and looked at this long enough. I was going to keep it to November, but it's not really intended to do in November. But it's quite a fun piece. A couple of feet tall, 1.5 feet wide. It shouldn't take long. Most of the trick on this one will be doing some masking up to get some of the paint lines done. I've got to make a frame before the end of today because the usual ones I just drop round it
Yep.
to get the money shot. This is too big. I'll need to make one. I'll do it tonight before I do for a wrap up. So what's everyone having for lunch? Or what did everyone have for lunch?
Jaffa cakes.
That's what I had. Jaffa man. Bop. Where's my coffee? Amazon are still delivering. We have a, one of those subscription things with Amazon where they ship you certain stuff.
Yep.
So the coffee delivery turned up yesterday.
I had an email last night to say that Tassimo are giving us a nice discount. So
Because you're in the NHS.
yeah, so it had to be done.
Good. I like that kind of thing.
Nope. The dog's playing up.
Wolf back. Itching bow wow.
Just did the wife shout, "Wait, Charlie, bring it here." He's so lazy, my collie. He'll like drop his ball where he is and then expect you to walk and pick it up to throw it.
Yeah, throw it for me, will you? You can come and get this yourself.
Bring it to me. I'll throw it. I ain't walking over to you to get it. Oh, do you know what? I think I'm just gonna leave it there.
You get one too many poke at it, is it?
Yeah, I don't know. It might look alright once it's hollowed out. But say,
Mike says 2 quarter pounders with bacon and cheese. Good shout. Good shout.
nice. Where did you get them from?
The McDonald's is still open up north.
They're
Fingers says Irish stew. Joy says she's going to have a turkey sandwich and baked beans. Young Thrifty is obviously in the US. It's having breakfast, oatmeal and blueberries. Young Stace says I had a bite of chicken. I think that's chicken. I think there's a C missing. Chicken. Sorry, till Max stole it.
Who does Joy want to say supercalifragilisticexpialidocious? Is that me or you?
I don't know. One of us.
Andy's had 4 cream eggs so far.
Andy, that is definitely my favourite so far. Young Finger says he's an Irish stew. There's a danger of a stereotype there. Midnight Joker says he got them from the fridge.
I'm not a big fan of cream eggs. The caramel eggs, yep. I just find cream eggs really sickly.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see where you're coming from on that comment. However, wouldn't stop eating them. Joy says, anyways, it's all good. They took her statement and the contact information and told me they would be calling me if they need anything more.
Hope you're okay, Joy.
Who do you want to say that word?
I think you should say it.
Can't do that. I don't sound like Dick Van Dyke or what's her face? Julie Andrews. There we are.
Yep.
Number 5.
Number 5.
You are number 6. She wants me to do something for the prisoner. I need to have a bit of a think about that. So it's either Patrick McGowan, the bike, or something to do, something with a logo. I don't think doing a Caterham 7 is sufficient. Joy says.
But you live in Caterham.
I know, that's why I moved here. Got a Caterham.
But you haven't got a Caterham.
So like, I mean, it's not a better move where I bought the car from. You know, it's about it. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I thought saying that might come out quite atrocious.
Oh, dear.
50 V's in Rhode Island. If you think 50 is young, thank you. I feel it's a question of well, 50 years old is young, depending on against which scale. When I feel that at this point, I'm beginning to measure myself against geologic time, in which case I'm a positive nipper.
I've got a little way to go to hit 50 yet.
Yeah? Where are you?
13 years away.
That's alright.
Got to make it first. Got to survive Corona.
Switch to Moretti or San Miguel. Be alright.
I'm not a
I
beer
like-
drinker.
See, I tend to be a whiskey drinker as a rule. But if I'm gonna have a beer, I like something light, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
My dad was a massive heavy drinker. I'm always looking for something that's they're still a bit wet. I'll leave them alone. Yeah, I've been to Rhode Island. I missed half of it because I blinked. Pretty country though, says Joy. Does anybody actually like Garibaldi biscuits?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
My good friend, Garibaldi.
Custard creams, hobnobs, Garibaldi. The
I've
kids call
still
them
got
dead.
a soft spot for Viscount.
The kids call them dead fly biscuits.
Really?
Yeah, Dad look like got dead flies in them.
I feel that your children are making a horrible judgment.
I've only got 2 here at the moment, so.
What, have you got like a spare in the cupboard somewhere?
No, we
In a lockup somewhere outside Croydon?
were from uni. I went Wednesday night and rescued 1 from uni. So we've got 2 left at uni.
That's not so bad. How many kids do you have, mate?
4.
Wow. Round of applause for your missus.
We had twins.
Double round of applause.
18 minutes apart with a cup of tea and a bourbon biscuit.
So one of them's older than the other with a proper set of gauge kind of thing. I bet you that's a conversation worth watching.
Yeah, they were tiny when they were born, bless them, because they were prem.
Ouch. This isn't going to work.
Joy doesn't even know what Garibaldis are.
Well, there's this bloke called Gary. Right? He's got a bit of he's follically challenged. He invented these biscuits. That's why they're called Garibaldis. It's true.
Is it?
No.
You nearly had me there, Dale. Some people call things weird things after, don't they?
Yeah, I mean, it has that ring of, that's mad enough to be true. No.
It's like the
Once
whole
told
Phil
some-
Collins song, isn't it? Like, In the Air Tonight, someone was saying that like he's singing to someone that saw someone drowning at his concert. It's like, nope, it's a myth.
See Phil's come back on the drums. Did I read that?
I don't know, I haven't seen that.
I
do
think
like a bit of
Genesis
Phil
were getting
Collins.
back together.
Oh yeah, I saw Genesis were getting back, but I didn't know whether he was going back with him.
I wasn't sure if it was him or not. Because I know he's not well. Ooh, you little shite.
He was #1 the day I was born.
What was he? What was he in here tonight?
No, You Can't Hurry Love.
Oh, good one.
Right, well
That's a
that
good one.
looks like it's the end of it.
Oh,
People will understand in a minute when I show them.
run out of blades.
Done.
No. I'll show you that.
Mechanism snapped.
Yep.
Yeah.
What's that?
Together there's replacements on eBay, mate. Not expensive. That little screw on bit.
Well, it annoyed me because these ones was from Kissing Axminster.
Really?
Yeah.
First year? Send them back. Get on the phone.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I had to buy 2 because I don't sell them as a pair.
Really?
Yep.
That's a
I'll
bit.
get on the phone. Get on the phone to him, mate. Because Axminster's customer service is usually pretty good.
We went through a whole bunch. I went through a whole bunch of problems with my lathe, first lathe I had with them, and they just kept persevering until they got it fixed. They were really good.
Yeah.
There was no faff or hassle.
I had the variable speed went on this.
What, the Reese drive?
The
The huge drive.
actual control box.
Yeah.
So I rang them up and I went, it's not working. So they said, all right. And then next day there was a new box here. It was like
I have
2
got.
screws. It was done. So
Where is it? I have got the old ones I was using. So I might be able to quickly put the one on. And
that was featured in the Eminem song Stan. That was. Dido's featured in the Eminem song Stan, isn't it?
yeah.
Oh, Andy's saying it's Phil's son on the playing the Drive Genesis.
Oh, good. Keep it in the family.
There we go. Right, should be able to quickly do this.
I like Phil Collins.
Everyone's asking
Well.
how many eyes has that creature got, Nick?
One.
Hey?
Two, sorry. Yeah.
Mike
got a
saying
camera.
it
I
look-
need to come back over. I need to come back over and have a look. Why don't they name Bubble and Bobble?
Yeah, but well, it's actually Bob and Bob.
Is it?
Yeah, but because of what they do or how the game's sort of played, that's why I think they call it Bubble and Bobble.
Went on to be in Rainbow Islands. That was the sequel, right?
I'm not too sure. I know I played the original when I was a wee nipper.
It's a good game. It's a fun game.
If no one has played it, you can probably look online and get
Get
like a
online.
little, yeah.
Should we get online?
Oh, I'm going to have to listen to Stan again. Cuz is saying that the Phil Collins myth. Cuz is saying that the Phil Collins myth is featured in the Eminem song Stan. I only played it this morning.
Do you think he was ever sponsored by a certain chocolate company?
No, I don't know. Well, we had a whole
Yeah.
debate here yesterday about Eminem.
Did you?
Yeah, because the Chloe, one of my twins that's home, had Kanye West on. And I
Alright.
asked her what.
Well, there's a waste of energy.
I said, "What crap are you listening to?" She went, "Dad, but you listen to Eminem." I went, "Only occasionally, and only certain
Yeah,
stuff."
but Eminem did declare himself a church for tax reasons. Kanye West did. Up until that point, he was just another rapper.
Mm.
Did that, you think, oh, come on, son.
And now he's married to one of the Kardashians, isn't he?
I mean, you can't really hold that against the girl.
Cheap wedding though, if he's a church.
Yeah.
Well, it's either she is stupid or she just likes stupid people.
Could be.
Here, Nick. If
Yeah.
he's a church, that's where you could have your funeral, mate.
Nah, thank you.
Oh, it's a bit harsh. What a miss.
The music he had on at the beginning sounded like we were at a funeral. I nearly put in the comments, "We're gathered here today."
But you could have done, because I would have just come out and gone, "We are gathered here today to watch me destroy a piece of plywood."
So so I mean, well, I guess the bees get the ashes from it. You're not gonna destroy that, mate.
I
It's
know a
gonna
good
be
funeral.
awesome.
I know a good funeral director.
Do you?
Yeah, my brother.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Hey, put that in the back pocket.
Right, hold on. Let me just get this process right. So, if someone carks it in the back of your ambulance, at least you've got somewhere to go. And keeping it in the family.
So, I'm a technician. My brother's a undertaker or a funeral director, and my cousin's a nurse. And we have all dealt with the same patient within 6 hours.
Really?
Wow. I'm not sure that's a. I mean, that's quite worrying, really, isn't it?
That's got to be a record of some sort.
I don't know.
I took the patient into the hospice, handed over to my cousin who works in the hospice, and then 6 hours later, unfortunately, the gentleman passed away.
Never good.
But yeah, he got the job at my granddad's funeral.
Really?
Okay.
So it was the last.
How did that happen?
Well, the last thing we could do for my granddad was to carry him in, carry him out, and then we lowered him in the ground. And as we walked away, one of the undertakers said, "That was a really good job, guys." He said, "We're looking for staff." And at the time, I thought that was really heartless. And my brother worked for Brighton Hove Buses. And Grandad's last 4 days, none of us left the hospital. Brighton Hove Buses got really after with him and said, "You either come in and drive this bus or don't come in at all." So he told them what they could do with their job.
That's a bit harsh.
Really so?
Rung up this funeral directors, and yeah. Now he runs his own branch down in Eastbourne. So.
Right, I have managed to put my old.
Or Lovegood or something like that.
I've got my old clamp on there, so hopefully I can get this side finished, and then I'm only going to do this side for the live because it's going to take too long to actually get the other side done.
How thick's that bit of ply you're cutting, Nick?
I'll soon tell you. I think it's about probably 8 now, or probably bigger. It's one of the.
Quite chunky.
Yeah, it was one of the big chunky ones that I've got. 9 mil.
9 mil.
So it's probably not the best size to do this sort of thing on.
No, it's fine.
These are the blades that you give me, Dale.
Yeah, they're good blades, mate. They're just when they fatigue. See if you bend them. If you put any kind of dink in them, you can pretty much count how much time you've got. Blade I've got in the machine. I mean, I've said this now. Blade I've got a machine here. I've had in it for 4 weeks.
Jeez.
It's starting to go now. You can feel it stretching. You've got to tighten up a bit more.
Right, I'm going to go back to mute and I'll try and get the rest of this done.
So,
right,
what's going on in the chat?
Kaz says his internet is being a pain.
Mine keeps buffering here every so often, but it's still somewhere. I believe a person passing, they have to be examined and then buried within 3 days. I think is it the Muslim religion? They like them to be buried within 24 hours. I'm not sure. I know there's somewhere that. I know there's one
somewhere in India, maybe. From a historic perspective.
Oh, I'm getting bored of all these corona pictures I keep getting sent now. All these funny corona pictures I keep getting sent, I'm getting bored of them now.
That's because it's getting old, isn't it?
And the number of deaths has risen by 708. It's on the rise.
We're up to, of the cases, we're now sitting at 12%, roughly 1 in 11 of the folks that have been tested. I mean, but we know that that's not the true. If you recover from it, the probability is you won't be tested. We'll only know when they do the antibody test.
Yeah, and they're not testing everybody, are they?
No.
It's
only folks that make it to the hospital. What's this? His first 4 albums were brilliant. Then he married Kim K. Then he went off the rails. Is the marrying is it his marriage, or is his marriage a symptom of him going off the rails? One to reflect on, I feel. I think he's probably, all the best rappers are a bit crackers, apart from Ice-T. He was alright.
Let's just try it. Time for some lacquer.
I believe so, Scott. That's what happens when I do. What are you doing?
Shaking a can of lacquer.
Ah, just wondered. Ooh.
Joy is saying the image is frozen. It has here as well.
Seems okay from here.
Let's try refreshing.
Doesn't mean.
While the wife's not working, I'll do some spraying with the door open. I always get whinged at. Where's your mask?
I use the extraction. See the, I don't know what kind of extractor you've got, mate, but see the HEPA filter bags?
Yep.
Got a HEPA filter bag over the front of it. When you turn the extraction on, it can pull it all away from you.
I didn't even think of it.
Yeah, because it catches all the dust, sort of thing. So you know, I mean, you keep the. Also stops it winding up, settling all around about you.
Yep.
Stops everything clogging up.
That's looking quite cool now. I'll put some lacquer on it.
Yes, yes. You're gonna cut. I mean, I'm not sure. Is that the face, the top?
Yeah, that's the top. So I'm gonna put a natural bowl in it.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. It's a bit that I turned the base, sprayed the top with Evernising lacquer, and it's sat on the side for easily a couple of months. So I just thought this morning, do you know what? Yeah, Nick, I don't know if you can hear us, but you're frozen, mate.
Sorry? He's not, is he?
He's frozen.
Still looks like he's moving here.
Joy's saying the refresh didn't work. It didn't work on me either, Joy.
Yeah, Rick. Nick.
Oh, it's jumped. Can you hear us, Nick? So it's still moving on StreamYard, but not on YouTube.
Yeah, I can still hear you.
Yeah, YouTube's frozen, mate.
Yeah, no, it is moving, but it's very stuttery.
Alright, what's that say? Well, I can see an error on the YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming, such as viewers. Right, what's going on? It should be fine.
No, I'm putting it down.
Encoder overloaded. me 2 seconds. It's going to be something to do with this, probably.
Joyce says she's thinking of a bunch of naughty words right now.
Jolly good. Give us some examples.
Just better hang in there. We'll try and sort it.
It's right. I would have stopped when I first heard you, but I was that close to getting it out. We're getting to the last
Is
bit.
that close to getting it out? I see, old boy.
Standing behind Stace last night, and now you're going to get it out, Nate?
Yeah. I've got to try and find someone now, because, you know, you're thinking about divorcing me, so...
Quickie divorce.
Oh, God. Right. Still jittery. Goddamn YouTube. I think I'm actually being hit by, you know, when YouTube's on, everybody else was like, oh, we're going to lower down everything because of the amount of people that's on at the moment. I think it might be a case of that.
Done that bandwidth up a bit, mate, on OBS. You know, where you're streaming to it.
Yeah. Move my creaky bandsaw bed. Right. I'll just refresh.
Got a shaping problem in this piece. And every now and again.
I've got a feeling it might be my internet because... Actually, hold on. Let me just load up...
Actually, we can see you fine on StreamYard, mate.
Yeah, so StreamYard's fine.
Right, I've just tried to load up Google and Google just took its time.
What was it your wife was saying about masks, Scott?
Don't know what she's talking about, mate.
Yeah, okay, so StreamYard's fine, but what the hell? It must be a YouTube site then. It's gotta be. Right. I think that's fixed it. If people want to refresh their...
That looks better, mate. Put your hand in front of the camera. Yeah, that looks better. Much better.
Alright.
What do you think, Carl's in that demi wave again?
Dale, you know when you do your projects, do you always go a bit funny when you're trying to focus on certain bits?
Sorry, mate. Say that again.
Do your eyes go funny? Like, do you start getting like tunnel vision and stuff when you?
No.
Really, yeah, must be me then.
What I find is that the difference from how you're doing it to the difference between how I do it and how JP does it is we do it standing up. So it means you can change your position easily, you can adjust your focus.
Yeah.
And what you guys don't always see is I'll show you tomorrow, but I've got a magnifying light that sits over it. So I can zoom in and if I'm getting fatigued, but after 5 hours of it, I tend to walk away and have a cup of tea.
See, I used to actually do it on standing up, but because of my back, standing there so long, it started
it's not
to.
Good for you. No, I can take your point.
Stacey's telling me off.
Is she?
There is always telling someone off.
Does she sound really serious?
It's in capital letters.
Well, I find it funny that it's put your name in normal, but then it's got wear your mask in caps. So you know that's
Yeah.
proper telling off.
Naughty boy.
Tut tut tut.
See, I blame it on a shortage of FFP3 masks.
Alright, you're right. I'll go with that one too. I'm
Blame.
in there with you on that one.
Just blame other people. Why not?
And I'm not digging the trend out just to do a bit of lacquering.
No.
The lathe's right by the door. The door's open, so
Right,
the
as
extractor's on.
everything seems to be working now, I will go back to mute and carry on doing this and try and finish the one.
Cool.
What's Joyce? Oh, now's not the time to hoover your house. I'm not hoovering. I'm cheating and using the hairdryer to dry off the lacquer. Because I'm impatient.
Using the hairdryer is a good idea. I tried using the heat gun, but it was just too aggressive.
Yeah, I bought what was it? I think it was like 15 quid this hairdryer. So
It's fixed. Another rounding on now. I'm going through an exercise and reshaping some of this cut. I did. It's just the odd bit is messing with my OCD. Despite the fact it's supposed to be a cartoon character. Where's the other gold bits?
did you get Bugs Bunny finished?
No, I've stopped Bugs. I stopped Bugs earlier on. The idea was is that Bugs would be. I'll do it as a pop-up or something on Facebook. Just wrap it up. Just it's one of those. It's one of those little things that won't take long to finish. So there's no real point in chuck my whole life at it. That'll work. Let's see how you look then. Dropped into place the right way around. Oh, that doesn't look too bad. Right, some more green, I feel. We're going to Journey's. So, should Marvin the Martian have glow in the dark eyes? Or do you think I should just leave them normally or just wood colour? It's not really a question.
Glow in the dark.
I reckon glow in the dark. I reckon it might be quite fun.
Baz is saying Nick's scroll saw looks similar to what he's got. Mike, I blame it on the boogie.
Hey!
Yeah, it's better than blaming it on the sunshine.
Oh, hell.
I'm going to have that song in my head all day.
Oh,
Okay.
no, I mean, we can just, where I'm going in my head now is a case of what else does this end up? This ends up with us staying alive and watch out for Saturday Night Fever.
Staying Alive, that's a good song to play on the way to a cardiac arrest.
My word.
Bonnie Tyler, I need a hero.
Yes, you can see where that's going. See where this is going. Mind you, Bonnie Tyler would have a standing army of people once upon a time. Actually, probably still true today.
Where is
Standing
it?
in line, very much happy to help. Bonnie was certainly the lady.
Where's my? I've got a blue light driving playlist. And what have we got on there? Mike and the Mechanics, The Living Years. Guns N' Roses, Live or Let Die.
Oh no.
Holding Out for a Hero. The Beatles, Help. Tina Turner, Proud Mary. I've got some real songs in there.
Oh.
C'est La Vie from Pulp Fiction.
I'm going with it. In my head, I'm still sitting around the Bela Lugosi's dead part of this.
Another one bites dust.
The Living Daylights.
Oh, everyone's we're doing the lines from Blame It on the Boogie now.
Oh dear.
So Cuz is saying all the moonlight, all the good
Dale,
times.
check your messages. Oh, Joy messaged me. Dear oh dear.
Isn't Staying Alive the right rhythm for CPR? Yep. Or
Joy sent me the a good example of personal protective equipment. I feel that's quite fetching, Joy. Quite fetching.
You could always
I feel
go
the,
with
I feel the young lady is taking that very seriously.
Baby Shark works for CPR as well.
Cool. Send me the picture of Eeyore, Joy, and let me start thinking about it. See how I can do it.
Eeyore will be in the field.
As in the donkey, Ichin Bow Wow from Winnie the Pooh. Should really do a Winnie the Pooh too, shouldn't I? Given we live so close to the place.
Have you ever actually been to Pooh Bridge?
I went and played Pooh Sticks.
Well,
I actually went and played Pooh Sticks. You know, the 100-acre wood.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went down.
We keep saying we're going to do it because, like, the twins were Pooh and Piglet.
Mm-hmm.
Catherine was Eeyore and George was Tigger. So we keep saying we're going to.
It's a lovely village. Should definitely
I've driven through it, but I've never actually been to Pooh Bridge.
We went for a walk one day.
When I was doing search and rescue, we used to use the Ashdown all the time for training.
It's a lovely, lovely place. However, you wouldn't be searching for your Pooh Sticks.
Cause that could be a good blue light song. White Snake, Here I Go Again.
If we're going to go that way, we've got to have Queen, Another One Bites the Dust.
Yeah, that's for after you've left them, mate.
Ah, so it's a blue light gun.
We've got a sick sense of humour. And Cuz wants to know, was that image that Joy sent you in the Victoria's Secret catalogue?
I don't think so. I reckon it might require certain specialist clubs in London.
And Andy has had I Have It's the End of the World as we know it by REM in his head for weeks.
Good Turned Daily is in the chat.
I missed that one.
Is everyone well? Certainly in our household, sir. Can say yes.
Yeah, it seems to be. How's your good lady after an accident the other week?
She's getting better. She's up and walking around and just complaining. She does that anyway. Oh, shouldn't say that. She slept at desk last year, but they were treating her for hamstring. Turns out
Okay.
hamstring's sciatica because of the slip disc. So it was only after we sent her to a private physio that he kind of, literally she walks through the door. He says, "That's not your hamstring." So things have been improving a bit since then. Then she had a wee tumble, and that kind of set her back a few weeks. She's up and dodging around again, every 20 minutes, walking, talking, moving, all the treatments for it. And the goal is always to avoid surgery. But
Yep.
we'll see how it works. Another couple of weeks, might be all right, might be okay. But it's that, it's like the pain moves around. It's very uncomfortable to lie down, very uncomfortable to stand up, very uncomfortable to move around, and just, yeah. Read the text at the top of the picture. I sent the ER picture first. I didn't get past the other one. Victoria's Secret. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Leave that one with me. For the Victoria's Secret one. The the ER one kind of thing. And we'll see what we can do with that. See what we can do. Andy, what's up? Kabanoshi, anyone? No, just me. Oh, thanks.
Nick thought I had a commission for Ann Summers the other day when he saw my windmills.
Did he?
Yeah.
Does he know how close we both live to the head office?
Yeah.
I mean, you must pass it regular.
I drive past it every day on the way to work and the way home from it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's always a surprise to people when you see we don't take things by half around here when it comes to our consumption of
go on, find the light.
Ladies speciality clothing.
No, go in there.
Go into the store.
No, I've got a bug zapper. I had a fly come in the shed.
Wonder where you were headed with it.
It's just fried itself.
He dead now.
He dead now. I really must clean it. It's pretty grim.
We need a spider now that's immune to electric shocks.
Steve Coombs is saying that his wife went through similar to what your wife was going through about 10 years ago.
Did she, Steve? She all right?
Yeah, back surgery is horrible.
Yeah, it's not fun. Not fun.
And Cuz's old housemate used to be a rep for Ann Summers.
Did she? Or did he? You always got to ask these questions.
No,
I
we're
know
not allowed
the-
to go, are we? You're not allowed men at Ann Summers parties.
It depends. My mate's the head of IT there. He told me once they were having a brainstorming session. You know the way they do in businesses. Just choose your
Yep.
scene from the office for point of reference, and they're putting the post-it notes out with good ideas, right? And one post-it note, he was going along and reading along this. It says, you know, what's your objectives? What's your mission while you're working here at Ann Summers? And the person in question wrote, and I quote, "To make my customers wetter."
What's Mike put?
I mean, you sort of have a moment where you kind of go, ha ha. Actually, wait a minute.
Mike, thinking of Eeyore gave me the image of Dale stuck in a hole in his workshop wall after eating a big jar of Jaffas.
Mate, I can get behind that. I can get behind that image. I could probably do a cartoon of myself doing that. You know. Although I'm more self-identified with Dougal from the Magic Roundabout, if I'm totally honest. With instead of sugar cubes, it's Jaffa cakes.
I'm quite concerned because we're talking about Ann Summers and getting wetter, and Stace has come up. I'm no goddess, trust me.
Huh? I like Lady Flaming Goddess of all. I'm no goddess, trust me. Oh. I'm going to read this now. Yes, she is now. She wound up having the surgery. Okay, good, Steve. Good. Hopefully not. We're hoping not, kind of thing, because she likes gardening. She likes doing all that. She's getting really quite wound up. She can't convince me to take up the slack when it comes to the garden. It's one of those moments I just know whatever I do, it will be wrong.
Yeah.
And then not only will I have to do it twice, I have to do it twice being told that whatever I do on this was wrong. And and I have to face the music for it.
Well, our buddleia bush yesterday shrunk by about 4 foot.
Did it? Did it involve a chainsaw?
No, she asked me to prune it.
Uh-oh.
So I
did that go well?
I don't do gardening. I push the lawnmower. That's about it.
I hear that.
And that's only because I got a petrol mower. She doesn't like it. Dougal and the Blue Cat. Now there's a movie.
Dougal and the Blue Cat?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
No, nor do I.
That's what you should do. If you're bored tonight, folk, go and watch Smokey and the Bandit and the Cannonball Run. Just watch them. They're awesome. Switch your brain into neutral, get carried along by 70s and early 80s madness.
Joy says she's got.
Go on.
Joy's got a crazy psycho stalker, so English isn't her real name.
Ooh, I think I might know it. Who's your psycho stalker? Anyone we know? Do I know your real name, Joy?
Do I give that one more?
I think I might.
Oh, Andy's been out planting his veg and weeding the garden.
Good man. Why are you wearing a land girl outfit? I know you said you were gonna. Big, impressive beard, land girl headscarf.
I need to wander over to our allotment and see what sort of state that's in.
Cannonball Run was wacky races, does Hollywood. Totally was, but it has Dom DeLuise, Dean Martin, it has Sammy Davis Jr., to name but a few. Yes,
Mike,
you did, Joy. I was pretty sure we had.
Yeah, Mike's saying Dougal and the Blue Cat is a full-length Magic Roundabout for adults.
Is it? How can you? Anyway, I'm not sure. I'm not sure I want to dig into that, Mike. I mean, what have you been watching? Come on. There's a whole conversation forming in my head around. Let me get this straight. These wonderful detailed modeling sanding sticks, which are just proven to be awesome. They're done for people who do models. See, in terms of anyway, sand right inside tiny details. Absolutely worth the weight in gold. Should get some if you're ever going to do any piercing.
I'll have to have a look.
You know, the way you've always done.
Yeah.
Same sort
So
of
I
idea.
got a. What is it? It's a cheap version of a Dremel with flexi shaft and whatever for Christmas.
Oh. What do we
It's
got?
still in the box.
Bob Reynolds was in the Cannonball Run. Joy says, no, you don't know him. I'd like to keep it that way. If he finds me, I will have to redo the whole SN thing. Well, yeah, okay, mate. That's a good idea.
Forgot I brought that. Just getting the thingy out. I found a.
Mate, you keep your thingy wherever you can. Don't bring it out. What is this? It's turning into an interest channel or something.
It's an endoscopy camera.
Oh, I've got one of them. That's what I use for the see the close-up shots on the scroll saw.
Yep.
I've got an endoscope.
Might have to have a play with that.
I thought about could you do it at the end of a wood turning tour at one stage, but I'm not sure it was safe, if I'm totally honest.
It'd be good fun though.
It certainly creates some hilarity. When I get caught up in the, when the ball guys lean to one side, the cable get caught.
Yeah.
Spin, 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 spin. Boom.
How's Nick doing? Oh, he's just got a few little fiddly bits left.
That's what she said. I mean, it's been a while, hasn't it? I haven't said any of it all night. All day, I should say.
That's what she said.
You've got to You've got to get in. That's what she said at some point. It's just not the same. I mean, Kaz is sitting over there absolutely tripping over himself with the idea.
Talking to Mr. Freeney, he's just gone live.
Is he?
He is.
It's great. All these lives is great.
Emma the Tiny Turner was talking of doing a live, but I haven't
She
seen her
should.
pop up yet.
Yeah, she should. Emma's awesome.
I've not seen the turn yet. She was meant to be at Chestnut Weekender, and then her
Yeah.
other half took ill, so Pat Carroll filled in for her. I believe she's doing the Southern Invasion in August.
Let's hope it goes ahead. You'd hope so, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Well, it's the first time we've had a Makers show down south, so hopefully.
Oh, there's Yandos.
Yeah, there's Yandles, but that's like quite far from us, isn't it? Whereas this is only
Round the corner.
Westmoreland, so
Yeah, it's round the corner.
or Eastmoreland.
It's a drive home at night, isn't it?
Oh, I'm staying.
Oh yeah.
I'm staying. Yeah.
Oh.
Alcohol. Drive home, get drunk. Let me think.
Get a phone a friend. No, I don't think I'm gonna have to.
As people were getting more tipsy last year, it was getting fun. They had what's his surname? Andrew, that makes the bowl guitars.
Yeah.
What's his Andrew Hall, I think it is.
Mhm.
He was there, and everyone was jamming with his guitars and singing, and yeah, it was right. And Terry put on I think he got them from the Edinburgh Fringe Festival. This young, like, lad, and when they were quite un-PC, they were quite funny.
Should get my brother to do that.
Yeah, I've
Frankie Boyle.
I've subscribed to your brother's channel the other day. I've been watching some of that stuff.
He's I promise we didn't drop him on his head when he was wee. You know, that's how he came out.
I'm trying to do college work, says Cuz.
Don't believe you. Think you're just trying to make yourself look good.
Midnight Joker says we're halfway there. So Cuz says we're living on a prayer. And Love Angel is looking for a recipe for cauliflower cheese. What's everyone's feelings on cauliflower?
I think it's an abomination.
I hate it.
Not a fan. The addition of cheese, I feel, is a last gasp of of an attempt to make it palatable.
It's the same as broccoli, though. I'm not a big fan of broccoli.
No, neither am I.
When work delivered that box for me while we were in isolation, there's loads of fresh fruit and veg and stuff in there, and we had to Google how to cook a sweet potato.
Really?
Yeah. I've never dealt with one before. Like if you go out for dinner, I'll have sweet potato fries, but I've never.
Yeah. You've never stood in your kitchen and say, "What the heck do I do with this?"
Yeah. The spinach I got out, looked at it, and went, "I know a man that'll eat that, not me."
I have a small animal. You will consume this.
Blanch the cauliflower, cover with cheese sauce, and put it in the oven for 40 minutes. I'll leave that with you guys.
I feel somehow.
And Love Angel's thinking of combining it with mac and cheese. No, that's just wrong.
She's just. I mean, it's just, isn't it?
No. Mac and cheese is alright for a quick microwave meal between shifts, but that's about it.
Yeah. Yep. I would broadly concur with that view. Somebody's out in the garden near me. I can hear them. Good.
My good lady was, but I think the garden bin is waiting for someone of large stature to jump in it so we can get some more in there.
That's what she said. Ba-bum. It was going to be, wasn't it? Oh dear.
So who's doing the lunchtime lives this week, Dale?
So I'm not sure. So the rough rule of thumb has been when we kicked it off was kind of young Mr. Bennett on the Monday, young Andy or Nick Monday, Tuesday, me Thursday, and returning to Mr. Bennett. But really, the way we set them up was it doesn't matter who, as long as somebody volunteers to fill a spot. You know, we kind of get that kind of, there's something on at lunchtime, there's something on at lunchtime. I mean, that's really all the idea was, kind of folks jumping in. I'm still happy to do a Thursday. I reckon Nick will do one. I reckon, why, you volunteering? Jump in.
I'm just trying to think when I can jump in. Because I got... next week it would only be Friday.
Do Friday.
Or Friday or Saturday, because I'm 12-hour days for the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Do Friday. Folks will be grateful for it. Do Friday.
I'll do Friday then. I'll come up with something to do.
Yeah, because I know Mr. Bennett's hurt his back, so
okay.
You know what I mean? He'd be more than happy to. Doing 2 a week's a bit much.
Yeah.
So if we can fill up the schedule with just anybody that wants to do one, just make sure folk. We just need to make sure no two folk are doing it. At least. Actually, that's not true. The ideal scenario is not two folks are going live at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh, Christ! There we go. Oh, where's that going?
I had a rumour he loves you. I'm not sure though.
I'm saying nothing. He's divorcing me. Right.
Thursday.
Stick that up there.
I'm doing Thursday. Wednesday night. I'm Tuesday. Much of Monday. Friday. Yeah.
I have got a search on the floor later because some of the little pieces kind of pinged the wrong direction. So, where are we?
Yeah, just let me know if you want me to do Friday, Dale. With
it's not so much. I mean, what we'll do is you and I will touch base with Rich. He'll be cool, and we just, much better with different people doing it than, like same folks all doing it. So just touch base with Rich. I'm sure Rich will be fine.
So if you're off on Saturday, you're more than welcome to do the Saturday one.
What works for you? Just what works for you, Scott.
I could do the Saturday one, because then that saves you doing 2 in 1 day, doesn't it? And then Rich can still do Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll do Saturday lunchtime.
Perfect.
Because I don't know what I'll be like Friday after doing 4 12-hour days.
Yeah.
I've been off for a month.
I would imagine tired. would be the ones that might enter into the conversation fairly early on.
However, I can't really moan because the way my rotor is, I do 4 12-hour days and then I get a week off again.
That's
And
alright.
then I hit nights. So.
Right, I have got to cut this down a little bit, but I'm waiting for my bandsaw blade to turn up. So.
Did you get in contact with them, Nick?
No, I've got to resend the email.
Because it shouldn't have split on the weld after a month.
Yeah, I know.
Not when you haven't used it a lot.
It's just one of them things.
I use this Mr. Bandsaw guy, and I've never had a problem.
Well, the last one I had, I don't think it was from them, but the last one I had, it took ages.
No, Mr. Bandsaw's really quick, and it even comes with free Haribo every time.
Okay, there's an incentive to order.
They're only the little pouch is a Haribo, but you normally get a couple.
Well, if I do order from them, I'm going to have to hide that from Max, because the last time someone sent us some sweets in a package, I opened it up and he was just like, mine? I was like, no, they're not yours. But then I turned around to grab my phone, and you can imagine what happened next.
Well, the last ones I got were the Tangtastics, so they got given away because I don't do them.
Good Ton Daily says he's got a video dropping later today. Please check it out. What time is it?
Yeah, what
We'll
time
have
is
a
that
peek.
I'll definitely have a look later.
Little art.
Alright, I'm probably going to get this spot on to how it should be. That'll probably be more later. But it should give people an idea.
Oh, come on, YouTube.
Ooh.
Trying to remember which pages go where. I think if I do one of these, I'm going to spray paint the back of the board so I know which way's up. I think that's one of his eyes. Oh. Right, but people could probably get the idea of how it's going to look. So, yeah, that's roughly...
Well, that sounded like a cat. I mean, I realised it was probably Max.
Yeah.
But...
At the moment he's going through the stage of where everything is his.
Mine,
He's like one
mine,
of those
mine.
seagulls.
No, he don't do the mine.
Mine.
He just goes and grabs it.
Mine.
And then when we tell him, no, that's not yours, it's instant. Ah! It's just like, okay, calm down. You're not the Incredible Hulk.
I might need to go, guys. Work beckons.
Yeah, okay, well, I'm about to wrap up anyway.
Something's not working, so I need to go.
Okie dokie, well, thank you for
I
joining.
need to go.
I might.
To give it to someone else. Let's be careful here. I've got some loons work for me. I'm just trying to make sure one of them is looking at it. You know,
Well,
I was the ones that are supposed to do it, but if they can't,
I was just saying it just in case.
Just in case.
Yeah. Right. Can people get the idea of what it should look like once it's done? I hope so. There has been a few design changes throughout. That's just down to lack of experience.
So my YouTube's having a total hissy fit.
Why? What you done to it?
Well, it's taken me out of watching you to watching a dad and daughter doing a duet of the prayer. And I've not even
Okay.
touched it.
Well, I'm still alive. I was just checking.
Yeah.
Right, Wednesday. Hold on. Alright. I don't know if that chat's going real time or it's just catching up.
I think it's catching up. Bye, Dio. Still here, mate. Still here, cuz. Just talking to some folks, doing a bit of typing, making sure we're all good.
Alright.
I can see camera. Ah, there we are.
Right, where's...
Look at that.
Right. Let's
Oh.
try that.
Cool.
Actually, because of... I'm not using the scroll saw. Let's pop it there. So, you lot can see as well.
I see David Gladden's popped up a new video. Routing drainer and an oak woodwork. I do like David's stuff. Everyone's trying to get rid of me. You think everyone's trying to get rid of me?
I was just kind of looking at that. Everyone's still saying bye.
I mean, I'm all for the. I'm all for the saying goodbye. I mean, I'm very much behind the idea, but now I'm beginning to get a complex. Go away, Kirkwood. We're having none of this.
Right. I think that goes there. I'm gonna have to look at the reference picture I've got upstairs. But can I?
You don't remember?
I'm looking at the other one, but it's sort
All
of
the same.
yeah, it's mirrored. So,
Yeah.
but hopefully everyone can get the idea of what it's meant to. There's a
Make sure you get the colours right.
Yeah. Well, what I did on the Chocobo one, I literally put them all in piles. So, and I just writ on a piece of paper, put them next to it, and it was just like, right, well, I know that colour's that colour, and that colour's that one, and so forth. But everyone can probably see there is quite a few fiddly pieces. And plus there's probably about two or three pieces scattered on the floor. So once I'm done, I'll put all these little pieces in a bag. And then I will try and find them all. But yeah, there we go. People can see roughly what it's going to be.
I think it looks good, mate. Feel like
Yeah,
it.
it's been good.
Like it.
I think it looks a little bit better than the charcoal one I did, but it's just practice.
Practice.
So, I'd say for the second time with me using straight blades, it don't look too bad.
What do you prefer, spiral or straight?
I think it just depends on what I'm doing. Because if I was probably using spiral on this, the lines probably would have been here, there and everywhere. But when I'm doing my puzzles, I can see the uses of the spiral on because I can just quickly just do like a little notch where things have got to hook into. I think if I can order some plywood and get it here in time, I might do the lunchtime of me making a puzzle.
See, that would be a good one. Not quite like see that coloured shapes one you did.
Yeah.
I don't know, 4 months or something like that.
Yeah.
I really like that.
It was a unique one, I must admit. Oh. So, right peeps, I will end the stream thank you guys for joining eventually. When
Not a problem.
I finally made my mind up that the music was going to be annoying for some people. It worked, the idea worked in my head, but didn't work when it come to actually doing it. And what I'm going to do in a minute is I'm going to go upstairs and message Axminster,
Cool.
because
Yeah.
there's no way that should have snapped that easy.
Nick, you need to adjust your camera.
Oh! I forgot. I keep forgetting that I'm using two separate cameras. Oh, right.
You know, folks won't be able to see this, but the view I get of you, Scott, is you're obviously watching the PC behind the bowl, and from here it looks like you're looking at an absolutely huge bowl.
So I've got YouTube on a screen above the lathe, and then yeah, I'm stood in front of the laptop. But that bowl isn't. That bowl is. It's about 8 by 2.
Ooh. I was close. I was about to say 7, so I'll say I was
Yeah.
close. So right, I'll wrap it up. So thank you everyone for joining. It was pretty boring for some people and entertaining for others. For the people who was boring, I do apologise. Right, and I'm also